In the bustling city of Sydney, in the year 2017, 35-year-old Mark Anderson was immersed in his work as an electrician. The hum of fluorescent lights overhead mingled with the occasional flicker of computer screens, creating a symphony of the modern workplace. Engaged in meticulous scrutiny of a complex electrical schematic, Mark's concentration was interrupted when a knock resonated at the door. Startled, he cast his eyes toward the sound, finding a colleague named Dave. Dave cleared his throat, hesitating briefly before delivering a message that emphasized urgency. The boss required Mark's immediate attention. The boss, Mr. Richardson, was a formidable figure known for his stern demeanor. However, today there was a glint of excitement in his eyes as he beckoned Mark to sit down. Mr. Richardson wore an unusual grin as he leaned forward, delivering a message of great significance. In recognition of Mark's unwavering dedication and exceptional performance, he had been selected for an all-expenses-paid trip to Ningaloo Reef, a location known for its captivating beauty and marine wonders. This was a well-deserved reward for Mark's diligent efforts. Mark's heart swelled with joy. It was a chance to escape the humdrum of office life and embark on an adventure with his family. The scent of success hung in the air, and Mark couldn't help but feel grateful for this unexpected twist in his day. Mark, his loving wife Linda, and their young daughter Lily embarked on a highly anticipated family vacation to Ningaloo Reef. The air was filled with palpable excitement as they journeyed toward the remote coastal paradise. Ningaloo Reef was an aquatic wonderland, a place where the deep blue sea met vibrant coral gardens. It was home to an array of marine life, including bull sharks, powerful predators with a reputation for aggression and fearsome jaws. As they approached the reef, their anticipation grew. The crystal-clear waters revealed a mesmerizing world beneath the surface. Schools of colorful fish danced around the coral gardens, their scales glinting in the sunlight. Mark watched with awe as his daughter Lily marveled at the underwater wonders with wide-eyed amazement. The stresses of work melted away, and he couldn't help but share in her sense of wonder. Unbeknownst to the family, two colossal bull sharks silently patrolled the area, their eyes, dark and piercing, fixated on the family as they circled below. The sharks moved through the water with an eerie grace, their streamlined bodies cutting through the liquid medium like torpedoes. As the family admired a particularly mesmerizing school of fish, the sharks seized their chance. In an instant, the two bull sharks lunged at the unsuspecting family. The attack was swift and merciless. One of the sharks clamped its powerful jaws onto Mark's leg, and a surge of pain unlike anything he'd ever felt coursed through him. The world went dark as he struggled to stay afloat, disoriented and in agony. Linda, watching in sheer horror, felt a crushing dread as she witnessed her husband in the jaws of the sharks. Her heart raced and her ears were filled with the deafening rush of bubbles and commotion. The sea was a battlefield, and Linda fought back her fear with every fiber of her being. Her snorkeling gear became a makeshift weapon, and with every strike against one of the sharks, she felt a mixture of terror and fierce determination. The second shark, however, was unrelenting, its dark eyes fixated on its prey. The underwater battle was a chaotic frenzy of splashing bubbles and thrashing fins. Mark, trapped in the grip of the shark, experienced a swirl of emotions. The searing pain in his leg was accompanied by an overwhelming sense of helplessness and fear. Every breath was a struggle, and his thoughts turned to Linda and Lily. The once clear waters turned crimson as Mark's blood mingled with the sea, and Linda fought desperately to free her husband. Her cries for help pierced through the underwater chaos, alerting nearby snorkelers who rushed to their aid. Together, they formed a protective human barrier around Mark, using every ounce of their strength to keep the sharks at bay. Amid the chaos, their young daughter, Lily, managed to swim safely to a nearby boat. Her heart raced as she frantically called for help. Her distress call reached the authorities, triggering the swift response of a nearby rescue team. Back on their boat, Linda and the other snorkelers worked tirelessly to stabilize Mark's condition. An emergency call was placed to request an airlift to the nearest hospital. Mark's life hung in the balance, and each passing minute was crucial. The scent of salt water and the roar of the helicopter's blades filled the air as the rescue team arrived. The medical team at the hospital worked tirelessly to save Mark's life. He underwent multiple surgeries to repair the extensive damage inflicted by the bull sharks. The path to recovery was long and arduous, but Mark's determination to reunite with his family remained unyielding. As the weeks turned into months, Mark was confined to a hospital bed, his body weakened and his leg immobilized. The once devoted electrician now had to confront the physical and emotional scars left by the harrowing shark attack. During his extended recovery, Mark had ample time to reflect on his life and choices. The traumatic experience had brought his family closer together, reinforcing the importance of treasuring moments with loved ones. It was a stark reminder that life's most precious moments often happened away from the demands of work. And Mark was grateful for the wake-up call. Mark's shark encounter was not just about survival. It was a testament to the enduring bond of family. The reward given to him by his company had brought them to Ningaloo Reef, a place that would forever hold a special place in their hearts. In the remote wild waters of Australia's Great Barrier Reef, an American YouTuber named Jack Douglas embarked on an audacious adventure in 2021. Jack, a native of Colorado, had grown up surrounded by the rugged beauty of the Rocky Mountains. Over the years, Jack had built a YouTube channel around his daredevil escapades. He had become known for sharing breathtaking vistas, from the snow-capped peaks of the Rockies to the dense jungles of Central America. But what genuinely set him apart was his ability to get up close and personal with nature's most awe-inspiring creatures. His encounters with grizzlies, giant anacondas, and great white sharks had captivated millions of viewers. They were drawn not only to the stunning imagery but also to Jack's genuine passion for the untamed world. The challenge he was facing today was different. It had been issued by one of his dedicated subscribers and was straightforward yet fraught with danger: to swim with bull sharks in the deep azure waters of Australia. Jack was no stranger to taking risks, but this challenge was a leap into the unknown. The lure of the unpredictable was irresistible, even if it came with undeniable peril. The location was a breathtaking stretch of the Coral Sea, known for its crystal-clear waters and vibrant marine life. As Jack descended beneath the surface, the initial moments were accompanied by the soft hum of the ocean, a soothing symphony that enveloped him. The gentle swaying of the coral formations resembled a carefully choreographed dance. The heat of the Australian sun bore down on him as he ventured further from the safety of the boat. The allure of the challenge was undeniable, but so was the fear that gripped him. He couldn't escape the haunting stories of shark attacks he'd heard over the years. The anticipation of an encounter with the bull sharks hung over him like a storm cloud, creating a palpable tension in the water. Jack wore a small underwater camera to capture the daring adventure for his viewers. It had become a familiar companion on his journeys. But at that moment, the camera seemed like a weight pulling him deeper into the abyss. The depths were inky black below, and Jack's heartbeat quickened as the underwater world unveiled itself. The silence of the deep was profound, punctuated only by the sound of his breathing through the regulator, a rhythmic reminder of his isolation in the watery realm. Minutes turned into a nerve-wracking eternity, and then it happened. Emerging from the darkness below, two monstrous bull sharks glided toward him with malevolent grace. Their presence was intimidating, their dorsal fins slicing through the water like knives. Jack watched them approach, their movements synchronized, their predatory intent unmistakable. As the sharks circled him, their muscular forms passed within arm's reach. He could see their rows of serrated teeth and the malevolence in their cold, unfeeling eyes. His heart raced and his body tensed, knowing that any sudden move could provoke a deadly attack. The sensation of his heart pounding seemed to echo through his entire body, a relentless rhythm in the face of danger. With each pass, the sharks ventured closer, their eyes never leaving him. The sensory details were overwhelming. The subtle brush of their dermal denticles as they slid by, the low-frequency hum of their movements reverberating through the water, and the unmistakable metallic scent of salt water filling his nose, a pungent reminder of the predatory presence surrounding him. Jack's pulse pounded in his ears, and he knew he had to stay composed. But then, without warning, they struck. Jack felt the agonizing pressure of their teeth sinking into his arm and leg, and pain coursed through him like fire, every nerve ending ablaze with searing discomfort. In that harrowing moment, He was face to face with the savage jaws of nature, unable to escape. The danger was real, and his life hung by a thread. The sharks showed no sign of releasing their grip. Jack knew he had to do something drastic, his mind racing as he fought to keep his wits about him. Summoning all his strength and desperation, he began to kick and thrash. Using his free arm, he punched the sharks in the snout with every ounce of power he could muster. The sharks, momentarily disoriented by the unexpected attack, were forced to release their hold, their frustration evident in the way they darted back, still menacing but momentarily foiled. With his injuries causing searing pain, Jack kicked and swam as fast as his battered body could manage, making a desperate bid for the surface. The sharks, enraged and frustrated, continued to pursue him, their formidable presence never more apparent. Jack's vision blurred with each stroke, but his determination was unwavering. As he neared the surface, he could see the silhouette of the boat above. The crew, alerted by the commotion, hurriedly extended a ladder into the water. With a final burst of energy, Jack reached the ladder, his body trembling and his vision narrowing. The crew pulled him aboard with a mixture of shock and relief. Jack's injuries were severe and his arm and leg were mangled, but he was alive. The encounter had left him shaken and humbled, and his subscribers had witnessed a life-and-death struggle with nature's most formidable predators. Jack would go on to share his story, emphasizing the importance of respecting the untamed forces of the natural world. The bull sharks, still lurking in the Australian waters, remained the undisputed rulers of their domain, and Jack had survived their perilous challenge, forever marked by the experience. In 2010, on a picturesque beach in Brazil, the azure waves lapped gently against the golden sands, while a warm breeze rustled the palm trees that lined the shore. It was the ideal setting for a vacation. A tourist couple from New Zealand, 31-year-old Albert Rod and 33-year-old Mary Finn, stood on the beach, relishing the beauty of the moment. They had come to Brazil with their families for a tropical getaway, and little did they know that their tranquil evening would soon turn into a nightmare. Albert, a rugged outdoorsman in his early 30s with a passion for scuba diving, had always been captivated by the allure of the ocean. By his side stood Mary, a free-spirited and adventurous soul known for her enchanting emerald eyes that sparkled with the thrill of new experiences. Together, they were a couple that embraced adventure and the natural world. Tonight, they decided to go for a moonlit swim, away from the prying eyes of the other tourists. As they waded into the water, the couple was blissfully unaware of the impending danger. The warm, gentle waters of the Atlantic Ocean suddenly turned dark and mysterious. Unbeknownst to them, a pair of massive bull sharks lurked beneath the surface, drawn by the subtle vibrations of the couple's movement. A cold shiver ran down their spines as they felt something brush against their legs. The once warm waters now turned chilly, sending goosebumps racing up their skin. The playful evening was about to take a horrifying turn. Startled, they exchanged anxious glances, realizing they were not alone in the water. Panic set in as they glimpsed the ominous silhouettes of two bull sharks circling them. The sharks, typically found along the Brazilian coastline, were known for their size and aggressiveness, and their presence here was anything but reassuring. The moonlight cast eerie shadows, making the encounter even more haunting. The sharks, with their dark, sleek forms, circled closer and closer, their dorsal fins cutting through the water like daggers. The sharks closed in, and the situation grew dire. Albert and Mary had to do what it took to survive this harrowing ordeal. With a surge of adrenaline, they started swimming back towards the shore, their movements erratic and fueled by terror. The sharks chased them relentlessly, their dark, torpedo-like forms slicing through the water with terrifying speed. The once refreshing sea now felt like a relentless foe, and every stroke was a desperate bid for their lives. In the water, the situation became a relentless battle for survival. Albert and Mary's hearts pounded, their lungs screamed for air, and the sharks were relentless in their pursuit. The cold depths seemed to reach up and clutch at them, their limbs aching from the frantic swim. The moonlight's reflection on the water's surface played tricks on their vision, making it all the more difficult to gauge the distance to safety. As the sharks closed in, Mary felt a searing pain in her leg, and Albert could hear her scream. One of the sharks had managed to bite her leg, and her cry echoed through the night. The water around them turned crimson, and the stinging pain in Mary's leg was excruciating. Despite the agony and panic, Albert didn't let go of Mary's hand, and they continued their desperate struggle to reach shallower waters near the shore. The sharks, frustrated and hungry, followed them relentlessly, snapping their jaws dangerously close to their prey. The metallic taste of blood lingered in the water. Finally, with every ounce of strength and determination, Albert and Mary managed to reach the shallower waters near the shore. Mary's leg was badly injured, and Albert was in shock. The other tourists quickly realized the severity of the situation and rushed them to a nearby hospital for immediate medical attention. Mary underwent surgery to repair the damage to her leg, and Albert was treated for shock and exhaustion. The nights that followed were restless and filled with nightmares of circling sharks and the taste of salt water. The aftermath of the attack, the Brazilian authorities, who were well aware of the presence of bull sharks in their waters, conduct investigations to ensure the safety of the beachgoers. Safety measures were put in place to prevent future encounters, such as installing warning signs and increasing patrols. The couple's experience had a profound impact on their lives. They realized the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. Albert and Mary left Brazil with a newfound respect for the ocean and a shared determination to live life to the fullest. In the heart of Australia's vibrant marine world, the Williams family, consisting of 28-year-old Martin Williams, a former marine biologist, his wife Mia, an adventurous marine photographer, and their two children, Alan and Daisy, embarked on a journey into the depths of the unknown. The year was 1999, and their dream was to explore the mesmerizing world of bull sharks that thrived in the waters off the coast of Point Sampson. Little did they know that this adventure would take a sinister turn into a realm of suspense and terror. The Williams family hailed from a coastal town not far from the Great Barrier Reef. Martin, the patriarch, was a former marine biologist who had spent years studying marine life, gaining a profound understanding of the ocean's ecosystems. His fascination with the underwater world had ignited during his childhood, growing up near the sea. As a father, he had a deep-rooted respect for the creatures that dwelled beneath the waves, which he had instilled in his family over the years. His knowledge and passion for marine biology were matched only by his love for his family. Mia, his wife, was an adventurous spirit who had always been drawn to the ocean. Her camera was her constant companion, capturing the beauty of the underwater world with every click. Her photos had graced numerous marine life magazines, earning her recognition as a passionate advocate for ocean conservation. The allure of the ocean's depths was a siren song to her, and her love for the sea was evident in the vivid images she captured. Their children, Alan and Daisy, had been raised with a deep appreciation for the wonders of the ocean. Their summers were spent exploring the coast, and they'd learned to snorkel before they could walk. The ocean, with its kaleidoscope of colors and mysterious depths, was their playground, and their curiosity was insatiable. They absorbed their parents' knowledge and passion, growing into young explorers who felt at home beneath the waves. As the Williams family arrived in the small coastal town of Point Sampson, their anticipation was palpable, and they were met with the striking beauty of the Great Barrier Reef. The azure waters and the vibrant coral formations were breathtaking. They couldn't have imagined a more perfect setting for their underwater adventure. Their expedition began with a detailed briefing from a local dive expert, Benjamin. He shared insights about the bull shark's behavior, habitat, and the utmost importance of adhering to safety protocols. With their wetsuits on and hearts racing with excitement, the Williams family set out in a sturdy dive boat that took them to a secret location known only to a few brave souls. As the family descended into the depths of the ocean, they marveled at the vibrant coral reef formation surrounding them. The colors were more vivid than any of their previous dives, and the crystal-clear water provided a mesmerizing view of marine life. Schools of fish darted through the corals, and the occasional sea turtle gracefully glided by. It was a mesmerizing underwater world, and for the Williams family, it was a dream come true. But their thrill soon turned into an icy grip of terror when, out of the deep blue, two colossal bull sharks emerged. Their gray bodies, sleek and muscular, moved gracefully through the water. Their cold, unblinking eyes sent chills down the spines of the Williams family. The bull sharks, powerful apex predators, had appeared on the scene, and the family was now face to face with the untamed. These formidable creatures, known for their aggressive nature, circled the Williams family with an unsettling curiosity. The family's pulse quickened as they clung to the rocky cave's entrance. Martin, drawing on his years of experience, took the lead, guiding his family into forming a defensive circle. They watched the sharks' every move, keeping a close eye on their surroundings. The minutes stretched into hours as they waited for an opportunity to slowly retreat to the surface. The suspense was palpable as the Williams family inched their way back to safety. The sharks continued to circle, their black eyes locked onto the family, their razor-sharp teeth glinting in the filtered sunlight. In the final moments of their harrowing encounter as the Williams family made their escape, one of the bull sharks lunged at Martin. Its teeth went straight through his oxygen tank, causing a sudden rush of bubbles and a sharp decrease in his air supply. Panic threatened to engulf him as his oxygen levels plummeted, and he knew that the injury could be life-threatening. With his air running out rapidly, Martin signaled to his family to continue their ascent, while he fought to control his breathing and keep his wits about him. The bull shark, seemingly satisfied with its bold move, retreated to the depths, leaving Martin to deal with the immediate crisis. In the end, after a nerve-wracking and exhausting struggle, Martin managed to surface with his family. He was injured, his oxygen tank damaged, but their survival was nothing short of miraculous. The Williams family returned home, their adventure etched in their memories as a tale of suspense and survival. Martin's injury served as a stark reminder of the perils of the deep, and they all shared a profound sense of awe and respect for the untamed world beneath the waves.